Are Barcelona the favourites to win the Champions League? Now, that is a good question and also may be an easy answer considering the way they played against PSG. Once more, they go through with a 5-1 aggregate score, 2-0 on the day. Both goals coming from Neymar. So I'm going to talk really quick about a couple of things that I noticed about PSG. I talked about it briefly, how Verratti coming back would be good in terms of allowing for a missing piece between the strikers and midfielders, because Verratti does a very good job of linking up play. Why we see the last man deep from the midfield standpoint to mark Iniesta for the first goal? Why is Matuidi not taking up that role as a deeper midfielder? Because he is a far better player at tackling. He's a far better player at closing down space. When you seen it when the ball was on the right hand side at the start of the game, Matuidi was over there closing down space, being very effective in doing so. And I understand he's got an engine on him and he can get up and back, but that's almost impossible at the Nou Camp to get back in time. So what happened was Iniesta danced through. Don't get me wrong, amazing from Iniesta, rolling back the years, danced by 3 or 4 tackles, proceeds towards PSG's backline, who are panicking already. I posted a meme about David Luiz's face when anyone comes forward with him with the ball in and around nutmegging distance. And when they proceeded towards David Luiz, he, to be fair to him, didn't know what to do, because he either steps to the ball or he tries to cover that dynamic run that Neymar does so well coming from the left-hand side, right in behind. Neymar latches onto a perfectly weighted pass from Iniesta, rounds the keeper 1-0, and at that moment it's game over, because PSG would have had to have an early goal, and then they had, just straight after it, the goal ruled offside, which was definitely offside. Ibra about 4 or 5 yards off, should be looking along the line. He's got the whole team in front of him. I think there's no excuse there. I know some people are big Ibrahimovic fanboys, and me myself, big fan of Ibrahimovic and what he does off the field as well as on it. But this is a difference. They never looked like they were going to score in the chances that they had. There was one in particular in the second half when Ibrahimovic breaks away, a potential 2-on-1 situation rather than passing it. He just blasts the shot straight down the goalkeeper's throat, palmed it away, no problems. And if that's Suarez, if he's going to shoot, he's going to place it in the bottom corner, he's going to find somewhere to go to. So just backing up my argument and why Suarez is in a league of his own. But today was Neymar's day. The second goal, I'm going back a half again, skip forward a little bit. Second goal, Dani Alves. He's good at going forward. He's not that strong on his left foot. How is he getting to pull the ball onto his left-hand side and getting an easy cross? Maxwell allowed him that cross far too easy, but the problem is not there. I'm sorry, David Luiz, mate. If you're going to play centre-back, you need to be in line with your centre-backs, and you can't have someone like Neymar get a free header in the box. Van der Wiel was stranded between Neymar and trying to mark the fullback that was coming at the back post. Why is David Luiz and Marquinhos not sorting out what's going on? Why are one of them not picking up Neymar, who's small? He's not exactly strong in the air, but he gets a free header into the bottom corner, and that's when I said, there's no excuses. You're not good enough to go through to the next round of the Champions League. PSG had a little place in my heart with that performance against Chelsea and the heart that they showed in that game, but there was no heart in this game, I don't think. In terms of concentration, don't get me wrong, they were outclassed by a better team, but little things like that make a huge difference. If you mark someone in the box, you're not going to concede as easy a goal. So Barcelona were cruising at that point. A couple of little glitches in the second half could have allowed for PSG to sneak one back, but like that one of Ibrahimovic's stats are going through, but they never looked in doubt. And now the question is, what's it going to be in the semi-final? Because we've just seen what I'm going to talk about. Check out that clip. FC Bayern demolish, absolutely steamroll Porto. If they face FC Bayern and Barcelona, it's going to be an interesting game. Will it either be Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid joining them in the next round? It's another interesting game to look out for. So make sure to stay tuned on Monaco and Juventus, the other game. Make sure to stay tuned. Leave your comments in the section below. Let us know what you thought of this game in particular. Also, subscribe to TYT Sports. Continue the conversation on Twitter at TYT Sports and me at Francis_Maxwell.